Hey everybody, welcome back to All Bites Matter. We got a good one for you today. We're going to be talking with my buddy in an interview about his switch from Garmin to Humminbird. And that's from his Garmin forward facing and to Humminbird forward facing Mega Live 2. Want to just get this out there. This is nothing against Garmin, nothing against Humminbird, nothing against Lowrance. It's just information. We're just talking why he switched, interested in what he thought about the new unit and the new Mega Live 2, the negatives, and just getting it out there so everybody understands, because there are individuals that are asking questions. I've seen it in forums. I've had them message me. So unfortunately, at the beginning of the video, I lost about 2 minutes of the interview due to some technical difficulties. And we don't see each other a whole lot, unfortunately. So it took us a long time to even get time in our schedules to match up to do this video. So I'm just going to kind of fill in a little bit of what we lost in the video. So he talks about what he has. He talks about he has Lowrance due to his dash. He had a Garmin at the bow. And then he also had a Helix 15 or 12 up here running his 360. He then switched. He was thinking about upgrading everything, getting rid of the 360, and he was just looking out there to see what he wanted to do, if he wanted to go to a different Garmin setup or whatnot. He did have the LVS 64, don't correct me on that, it's the biggest one for the forward facing. He did before that have the 32, I believe it is, and he decided to trade that in, and he ended up getting an Explorer 12 and a Mega Live 2. We also talk in there that I had no influence on his changing. He literally didn't even tell me. I had no clue. I hadn't seen him for probably a couple months. It was right before our first tournament of the year. And he messaged me like 2 days before and said, hey, while we're out there, you're going to help me tune in my new Humminbird and Mega Live 2. I was like, what? Yeah. So he made the switch all on his own. I had no influence. Didn't even really talk to him. I was surprised. So stick around, grab some popcorn. Technical difficulties there. Camera shut off on us. So you're saying the ease of interface?
Yeah, to be able to go back and forth from the forward facing back to the map, back to 2D, is 2 buttons, one, and it boop, changes. And then there's almost no delay. It goes right away. It's like quick, which even the Lowrance doesn't. I mean, it's bounced around a couple times and then, okay, now we're ready. So, but yeah, the Explorer, they've got it. I got the CPU and that baby dialed up. It's working really well. So, yeah.
All right. I think we were both talking about the other day the being able to see it, the screen with your.
Oh yeah, with the glasses on. Yeah, if you got the good polarized glasses, some of the other screens were hard to see, but this one, no issues seeing it with your glasses on. You don't have to think about what you. No, it's right. You could see it. Almost like not having any glasses on. You can see it just fine. So it actually works really well.
Good. Yeah. And just also want to throw it out there is we're doing this just to give people information. Nothing against Garmin, Lowrance, or anything like that. Neutral information. There's a lot of people that, as we all know, they're in the Humminbird community that had all Humminbird and were pretty disappointed with Mega Live 1 and made a switch to Garmin. But I've seen had a lot of questions about, hey, should I switch back to the new Mega Live 2, run the Explorer? And this is just information. So it's nothing against Garmin. I thought Garmin was great. I believe he thinks Garmin is still good. And just want to give you information so that the people that are out there in forums asking questions or just ask a question, they watch a video, get some ideas from somebody that actually did it, and can give you a good idea if you actually want to trade in or buy the new unit, because it's obviously going to be quite a bit of money, even though Garmin is actually, my thoughts, more expensive than doing the switch to the Explorer, because they have the Explorers pretty decently priced, as I've talked before. Mega Live 2 is about the same, I think, for the transducer as the Garmin transducer for the forward facing. And then you don't have to get the black box either. Just remember that with the Garmin, you have to get or the Lowrance, you have to have the black box. Humminbird still continued without the black box. So
that was actually, honestly, I think that was one of the larger determining factors. I did have to have, because with the Garmin, I had a black box up in front of the rod box, took up an extra spot or extra space. That was, I mean, if you're flipping a coin, that leans heavy, is not having to have an extra thing to power up and run. That was a giant determining factor, and going back with the Humminbird compared to
that's also options, like a money factor too, because that's an extra part that you have to buy or go bad, and they have to purchase it. You brought up a good point there. Is let's talk about what you have for a system running your Explorer, so everybody understands, so that we're not leaving anything out. So what, do you have it on its own system, or what do you got?
Yeah, I got it. I went with Powerhouse Lithium 16 volt. I think it was the 54 amp hour. I have to look at it. It's all by itself, standalone. It's the only thing that powers is the Explorer and the Mega Live 2. There's nothing else hooked to it, so I got no interference. I think it works perfectly. Super clear, no matter what. I mean, even in some of the crappy water we have around here, I can still see fairly well. And when we go to those clear bodies of water, oh yeah, it's almost like I can see exactly what's going on down there and what they're doing. So it does not help you catch more fish. I promise you it does not. But it definitely leads you down the right path of, wow, I didn't know the fish would do that. Oh, that's interesting. So there is that. But yeah, so 16 volt. They say you don't have to. I think you went back to a 12. You had started 16. But I just stuck with the 16 because I'd already bought it. So I just left it in there and just went with it. Again, standalone all by itself. Other than that, it's 3 wires and you're running. So it's not complicated to put in and rig it by yourself. So
yeah, and that's one thing that I kind of preach with Humminbird is, I don't know if you agree with me, Mark, is they make it simple for just the average anglers that are out there trying to get into the forward facing or anything like that. Is they try to make it super simple for the install, so you can do it DIY and or the user interface. And what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, the way the cabling goes is that you can actually unhook it, and you're not having to run that one cable all the way back to, like, say, the black box. So if you have an issue, the transducer, I think, is going to be fairly easy to change out if I happen to break it off again or do some more damage, that it's going to be fairly simple to replace. So I do like that, whereas some of the other units, they kind of overlook changing things out. They over-engineer them sometimes to, this is how we have to do it, when, well, no, why can't we just cable it here and leave this part separate and let it be easy to replace if there is a problem? Because we all know we're going to have a problem at some point, whether it fails or user error. Like in my case was user error, so it's going to be fairly simple to replace. So I do like that, for sure.
Yeah. So for the Explorer, let's recap. So for your like high points of why you like the Explorer, one was like the screen clarity, being able to see.
Very much so.
Ease of install, and then the interface was easy to switch between. Do all that stuff. Did you have what did you come up with that you don't like about the unit?
I still is even their maps are improving, but I think as far as putting the waypoints on, I realized the other day, because you run only Humminbird on the bow, so I wasn't ever doing waypoints before on the front, just on my Lowrance. I started doing waypoints last weekend. I don't like that it doesn't come up and show you that it's saved. It's just supposed to guess that it saved it. Well, the first couple that I put on, it didn't save. For some reason, I wasn't doing it correctly. And that's probably me I'm just thinking that, okay, hit the waypoint, type what I want. and then it just doesn't tell you anywhere to like done or save or anything. You just go back. Okay, well, I just went back and it didn't save the first two for some reason. I don't know if maybe I missed a step. I obviously figured it out later because it started saving them. I don't like that, where my Lowrance, it will tell me that waypoint, whatever, has been saved.
Just hit the button real quick. And
Hit the button, boom, boom, 2 buttons, or if I want to type in, hey, rock or, hut or whatever I'm looking at. You could still do that up there, but it wasn't telling me saved or done or whatever, where my Lowrance and even the Garmin was doing that. It was telling me saved, so I knew that I had saved it. Still, I don't know, maybe it needs an update, maybe it's not. It's fairly new. I only got it back 3 months ago now, I think, 4 months ago. So I would think that it's got the latest update, but
no, I think there's a couple out there, but I don't know if that changes anything. There's just probably some steps maybe that are in there that are extra steps. And I think I kind of remember what you're talking about. I think I had the same kind of confusion. I hit the waypoint button, it pops up a screen, says what icons you can pick, you type it in there.
Yeah.
I can't remember, gosh, because I haven't been out on my boat for a couple of weeks, surprisingly. The process, it is, now that you say that, it is a little bit more, I think, if you do it one way, because I think there's a couple different ways, but if you hit that button, it just brings up a screen and you don't see that whole thing unless you do a couple of different things.
Right.
So that's a good point.
Right. Where Lowrance is literally 2 buttons and it saves it and tells you it saved it. So, because it says save.
Yeah.
Save and continue. Got it. Done. And I can go back to fishing. I kind of got to go through an extra step where now we're taking 30 to 40 seconds to save a waypoint. Well, I want to be I want done. Yep. Unless I really want to, okay, I'm going to practicing. I want to type something in very specific. Hey, it's
secret spot here.
Super secret spot here, right? This is what I'm trying to save because this is what I'm looking at, not, just a waypoint. I used to do that. Waypoint. And then you're going back going, the heck was I here looking for? I don't remember. Delete it. I'll just go back and keep fishing. But now I'm typing in exactly what I'm trying to look at because it's very specific. So I don't know. More playing with that on that end, but outside of that, I have no qualms with it. I really like it. So, but to be again with Lowrance, I have had the same Lowrance for 7 years now. I think 8 years. So I've had it for a minute. So the newer stuff, I don't know. I can't compare it to the new stuff because I don't have anything new on the bow. I've had that bow unit for a long time. Hasn't let me down yet. Knock on something, but it has not let me down yet. But I still don't think that if I was to want to change to a console unit, I would still probably stay Lowrance just because I still kind of lean in their maps a little better. I know they have some new stuff on the Explorer where you could change depths and different things on the mapping. Probably need to play with that a little more to decide if I want to go that route.
I'm still playing with that. It's pretty interesting, and I played with it when I fished that Northwest Bass tournament because there's a lot of high depths. So it's pretty cool when you actually get that dialed in. It's pretty neat. Right.
So possibly.
All right. So what's your thoughts, Mark, about Mega Live 2? I know that you've had that the same time you got the Explorer. Got it installed. Had to use their air for the first half hour that you had it, but it's going good.
Close, yeah.
And what's your thoughts? I think you've used it.
Oh, I've used
good
it.
Amount.
Yeah, I've used it a bunch.
You actually, this guy just won our club tournament at Alder Lake. Did you use it there at all? I did,
and actually that was kind of a key to it. It didn't help me catch them, but it helped me see better how they were positioned on what I was fishing. Good. And that was kind of the key. I didn't watch them bite it necessarily, but I could see where they were positioned and be able to present a little better to them, and that was the whole key. I mean, I had 6 bites all day.
Come on.
I'm not
Don't tell them all.
They were positioned in a certain way, and I had 6 bites and caught 5 fish, and that was the only 5 I weighed in, and that was what it took. So,
good.
Absolutely. The Mega Live 2, the thing that intrigued me the most about it, because of the way I fish, which is almost opposite of the way he fishes, because he likes to fish in 112 feet of water. I don't even have that much line, so I don't ever fish that deep. I'm a shallow water guy. So I was looking the landscape mode or perspective mode compared to the forward, changing from forward to Landscape was
2 clicks.
2 clicks and you're going, and it does. You don't have to do anything else. That's the biggest, awesomest thing about the whole thing, is that you can flip it, level it up, and you're back to fishing in about 4.4 seconds. You're going. You don't change anything on the grab. Maybe a little tweak, but
yeah, that's a good point. That we'll talk about that a little bit since you brought it up. Is forward and down and landscape, I believe they all each have their own settings. So you have to remember this, guys. If you flip to down, I don't know if down and forward stay the same settings, but I know for sure landscape comes up its own settings. So you have to go through and recalibrate whatever you want in there, your colors, everything like that, and it saves those for when you go back to your forward. Is awesome. I think it's awesome.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I absolutely love it. That was a big reason. I mean, once I saw that and kind of played with it, I happened to be I went into a Bass Pro one day and they had a transducer on the rack, and so I was dinking with it, playing with it, and just be able to flip it up and put it back down and twist it around. And I was like, oh, that's really fantastic. So that's absolutely on that transducer. That's a key for all of it. If you switch back and forth or fish shallow, like I fish shallow quite a bit. So last weekend I had it on landscape quite a bit, and it made a big difference on just seeing and just understanding what was going on in the water for what I was doing. So yeah, huge difference.
All right. Is there anything else?
No, I mean, I'm kind of all positive about the transducer, just the way it sets up, the cabling, hooking it up, installing it. Yeah, that's great. I mean, I don't have any issues with the transducer itself.
Do you have anything negative you don't like about it?
No, I think everything's positive so far.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, everything so far. The mounting it was kind of, I had it backwards the first couple times I was doing it. So once you get that part figured out, but yeah, I think it's great. I think it's actually a really good transducer. And I think Humminbird's kind of always had that. They've always had, I mean, being able to integrate it through your trolling motor. I haven't done that because I have an older Ultrix, but if I switch to a Quest, then maybe having everything hooked into one. But no, it's great. I love it.
All right, well, we'll end it here, Mark. I appreciate all the information. Everybody out there, like I said, this isn't anything against Garmin, Lowrance, or to make Humminbird the best. It's just information to let everybody know, hey, this is an individual that switched. There's why and what they thoughts about it. There's no negativity about Garmin itself at all. It's just a switch and trying it out. We'll catch you on the next one. Get out there, go fishing.